Good day. Let's talk about leveraging EL access and building home and school connections. When we talk about the access-based approach for English learners, we're really talking about a mindset shift. English learners are not behind, they are developing an additional language while bringing culture, knowledge, experience, and linguistic strength that enrich our classrooms. When we recognize and build on those assets, instruction becomes more equitable and more effective for everyone. Let's talk about cultural responsive teaching. Culture influences how students learn, communicate, and interact in school. It shapes how students respond to authority, how comfortable they are speaking in groups, and how they show understanding. For English learners, culture and language are inseparable, so instruction that ignores culture often creates barriers. Cultural competence means understanding our students' background and using that understanding to guide instruction. It also means reflecting on our own assumptions and being willing to adjust our teaching. For English learners, cultural competent instruction validates identity and creates access to content. In the classroom, this can look very practical. In kindergarten, I might choose read alouds that reflect my students' culture and intentionally highlight characters' names, family traditions, or family or familiar experiences. During discussions, I might encourage students to share a word from their home language or connect a story event to something they've experienced at home. These small moments signal to students that their culture belongs in school. Culture plays a major role in learning because students learn best when they feel safe and valued. Classroom environments that encourage risk-taking allows wait time and normalize language development. Support language development supports acquisition. Teachers can create exclusive spaces by modeling respect for multiple languages using visuals and gestures and celebrating efforts, not just correctness. To support and celebrate cultural diversity, teachers can embed diverse texts, examples, and perspectives into daily instructions rather than limiting them to special events. Leveraging home students strategically or pointing out cognates. Home language is a powerful tool for comprehension and should be viewed as a strength. Now, supporting the needs of ELs in the class. English learners are not a single group. They have different language levels, learning profiles, and identities. Some English learners also receive special education service, which makes responsive instruction even more important. The, the, differentiating visual supports sentence frames, clear language objective, and flexible grouping helps meet these varied needs. Social and emotional support is critical for English learners. Many students experience anxiety about speaking or a fear of making mistakes. Teachers can support students by building strong relationships, creating predictable routines, and offering structured opportunities for interactions. In elementary classes, partner talk or turning talk and modeled responses give students a safe way to practice language. Understanding students' social, emotional, and cultural needs is essential when establishing routines and procedures. Teachers should explicitly teach routines, model expectations, and avoid assuming prior knowledge. When expectations are clear and taught with empathy, Language learners feel more confident and engaged. At home connections. Families bring rich funds of knowledge that strongly influence language learning. Storytelling, traditions, routines, and family interactions all support language development. When teachers recognize and value these practices, learning becomes more connected and meaningful. Strong families and school partnerships begins with communication that is accessible and respectful. This includes using families' preferred language, offering multiple ways to communicate, and being intentional about building trust. Teachers can invite families to share traditions, stories, expertise in ways that feel welcoming rather than intimidating. Effective family engagement practices also highlights the value of home languages. Families should be encouraged to read, talk, and tell stories in any language. Maintaining the home language supports cognitive development and strengthens English acquisition over time. Exclusive community engagement might include partnering with community organizations or hosting events that celebrate linguistics and cultural diversity. When we view English learners through the asset through through an asset-based lens, we create classrooms where students feel seen, supported, and capable. By honoring culture and supporting the whole child. Thank you for listening to my views of leveraging ELs, access, and building homeschool connection. My name is Tyra Williams.